Inflation isn't just about the cost of your weekly groceries, there's actually a lot more to it, especially if you invest in the stock market. The big story here is US banks. US banks are up about 20% since October last year. The US financial sector is the sector that has seen the biggest price-earnings multiple expansion in the last couple of months. Not only that, but our smart macro machine is telling us that US banks really don't like higher inflation. You can see this story in the FT telling us that US banks are bracing themselves for large loan losses. Inflation in the US has gotten a bit stuck in the last few months. In fact, the numbers for January showed US inflation quite a bit higher than expected. So what happens to stock markets if US inflation continues to rise? So the bottom line is US banks are vulnerable. Now, which sector actually benefits from higher US inflation? The answer to that is the energy sector, and one way to look at this is the ETF or XLE. To keep track of how these